Good afternoon. Let me go ahead and call this special meeting of the Rio Grande City Gruya Independent School District to order. It is Tuesday, February 8th, 2022. It is now 12 o'clock, and we are at the RGCGISD Family and Community Engagement Center located at 1 South Fort Ringgold, Rio Grande City, Texas. For purposes of determining a quorum, let me go ahead and take a roll call. Mr. Elizar Velasquez Jr., not present. Mr. John A. Pope IV. Present. Mr. Noe Castillo. Absent. Mr. Basilio D. Varrial Jr.
Present.
Mr. J. Peña.
Present.
And myself, Eddie Ramirez, present. Let the minutes reflect that we do have a quorum to proceed. Section 2, Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Pope, we hope with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Thank you, Mr. Pope. Section 3, item number 1, consider and take possible action on requisitions $5,000 and over. Do I have a motion or any discussion on item number 1?
Mr. President, I move that we approve, item 1 as presented. Is there an addendum to that?
Yes.
Okay, with the addendum.
Okay, there's a motion by Mr. Varrial. Is there a second to that motion?
Second that motion.
Second by Mr. Peña. Is there any further discussion required? I'll give you some time. I know there was an addendum.
It's a one-pager.
Yes.
I think the pole vault pits are for both schools, one school? I think both schools.
Mr. Jimenez?
There's three
Awesome.
different ones.
Awesome.
Any further discussion? There being none, all those in favor so signify by raising your right hand. Same sign, motion carries. Item number 2, consider and take possible action on awarding the following bid. Number 22-30, RGCGISD, Old Band Hall Annex on Officer Row number 5, re-roofing project addenda number 1. Do I have a motion or any discussion on item number 2?
Mr. President, I move that we approve RGCCISD Old Band Hall Annex Officers Row re-roofing, bid 2230, and as long as it's the lowest bid.
Okay, there's a motion by Mr. Varela. Is there a second?
I'll second that motion. I think
Second.
it was the only bid.
Second by Mr. Peña. There's a question, Mr. Peña?
I think it was the only bid, right?
Mr.
Yes,
Garza.
we received one bid on February the 4th. The bidder was the same bidder that's doing the work on the front Fort Ringgold roofing buildings. So it's the same person, but we just had one bidder. And there was a second bidder that couldn't get the bid in from Dallas because of the weather. So,
Is this a reasonable price, sir?
well, just for roofing, it's high, but those buildings are not just roofing. There's a lot of carpentry work. There's beams that have to be replaced. There's deck that has to be replaced, and that's kicking it up higher. But normally, probably just roofing without having to replace deck and joists and prop up columns, it'd probably be something like $90,000. So this one at 114 is higher than just roofing work, but there's a lot more than just roofing work over there.
Are we getting a fair and honest deal on this, maybe?
I do believe so.
You said that there was a second company that couldn't submit a bid because of weather.
That is correct.
Is there a reason why we can't just open the bid again and see if anybody else submits a bid? Is there like a urgency issue to fix it at the moment?
We asked about that, and we were told not to change the bid date on it. But Federal Express could not guarantee the bid being here until like today. And I was told to leave the bid date the way it was, not to change it.
And if I may address that, Mr. Pope, I did recommend that the bid date, because of the bad weather in in the Dallas area, the upper Texas, I did recommend that the administration extend the bid till after the freeze. And mine was till Monday, which would have been yesterday. It would still be in time, but administration decided not to. But I did give that recommendation to extend it.
So let me, in that same, would you recommend that we extend it and not necessarily accept anything today?
Well, the bidder that could not submit the bid has bid on this on the previous project before. They're out of Dallas, and on the previous bid, they were not the low bidder. You know, they were high, and I think it probably go the same way. But always, the more bids you have, the better. So it's strictly your call on that, but yeah.
Mr. Peña, what do you recommend?
We can go ahead and extend it. I was checking with council, sir. We can extend it till Friday, give them that opportunity.
Okay.
And then you give us the authority to go with the lowest bid.
Okay. Well, can I amend my motion? Can I move that we approve, that we give it the authority to the superintendent to, first of all, extend the bids till Friday, and that the superintendent gets the authority to accept the lowest bid of the bids that are turned in.
Okay.
Would that be proper, Mr.?
Yes, sir, that'd be
Yes.
proper.
Okay.
So there's an amended motion by Mr. Varela. Mr. Peña, you
I'll
can
second as amended.
Okay. Second, Mr. Peña. All those in favor so signify by raising your right hand. Same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Garza. The board will now convene an executive or closed session in accordance with the Texas Open Meeting Act, Texas Government Code, Section 551.071 through 551.076 and 551.082 through 551.084. The time is 12:07 p.m. We are now reconvened back in open session. It is 12:36 p.m., Section 5. Item A, possible action on case number 21-231 and 18-505 pending in Stark County. Do I have a motion on item A?
Mr. President, I move that we approve item A as discussed in closed session.
There's a motion by Mr. Varela. Is there a second to that motion? Second by Mr. Pope. All those in favor so signify by raising your right hand. Same sign. Motion carries. Section 6 adjournment. The meeting is hereby adjourned. It is 12:37 p.m. Thank you all so very much.